Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do herringbone stitch with 2-hole beads. Now I have a few examples here, and I want to show you first the most traditional one, which is using the SuperDuos, and that's what I'm going to be doing in the tutorial today. But I just want to show you that I've done a couple of different colorways just to really showcase that sometimes you can get that pattern, or you can do one that has a little bit more of contrast. And then I did want to show you the different rows here. And then you can also do the different rows where you're sort of alternating. So you can do a lot of really fun stuff with this. I also want to let you know that this works for a lot of 2-hole beads. For example, I have the Rulla beads here with the 8-0 Tohos, and this is a piece in progress, so forgive all my strands here. But I just want to show you, this is the exact same technique, but it has a totally different look. I've also done this using the DiamonDuos, and with these I used 3mm Czech fire polish in there. And again, it's sort of that same herringbone technique, but it's just done in a 2-hole bead. So you can explore a lot of the fun 2-hole beads that we have to make your projects. Now the example I have here, this is my Quilted Sky Bracelet. And I am using the SuperDuos, but instead of using seed beads, I'm using the 2mm round Czech fire polish 2 True Druks. Now, this full tutorial will be available at Beadaholique.com, but I just want to show you the basic technique here so that you can get started with using the herringbone with 2-hole beads. So I have a size 12 beading needle here, and I have a length of thread. And you will need to probably add thread as you work, so just use a length that you're comfortable working with. And this is the fire line in the 0.005 smoke. So to begin, I'm just going to thread on a bead stopper and thread that down to about 8 or so inches. Pull my needle back through and trap that bead just to get started. And then I'm using SuperDuos today. And I'm using 11-0 Toho seed beads. And again, this is sort of that more traditional style that you'll see. So I just wanted to start by showing you this one. So to begin, you're going to pick up one 11-0, one SuperDuo, one 11-0, one SuperDuo, an 11-0, a SuperDuo, an 11-0, and one more SuperDuo. And just go ahead and slide that all the way down to the end of your thread to that bead stopper. So this is what you're going to start with. So you have 4 11-0s and 4 SuperDuos. So now I'm just going to kind of pick this up and hold it in my hands so I can keep that nice and snug there. I'm just going to take my needle and go back through that first SuperDuo, creating a little thread bridge. And you just want to pull tight, but not too tight. Just make sure it's nice and secure. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up one 11-0 and one SuperDuo, and you're going to take your needle and you're going to go down through the 11-0 that's below and pull your thread and get that nice and snug. And now you're going to go through the next hole in that next SuperDuo there. And you'll see this start to develop, but you just want to sort of keep your tension nice and tight. So I'm coming out of that second SuperDuo. That's the whole pattern that I'm just going to repeat. So I'm picking up one 11-0 and one SuperDuo. I'm going to go down through that next 11-0 that's there, pull that back up through, and just make sure that they don't get twisted in there, so that they sit nicely, and go through the next SuperDuo, creating that next, creating that next little thread bridge. Okay, and again, I know this is sort of curling on me, but you'll see it straighten out in just a minute. Pick up another 11-0 and another SuperDuo, go down through the next 11-0 bead, sort of get your needle in there. It'll start to get a little tight. And go ahead and pull that all the way through. And again, you just kind of want to wiggle it to make sure they don't get caught up. And you're going to go through that next SuperDuo. And now what you're going to do is you're going to add one 11-0, one SuperDuo, and you're going to go through that last 11-0 there. And this is where you're going to do your thread turnaround. I just kind of get my tail out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, I'm coming out of that last 11-0 Toho seed bead there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and go up through that SuperDuo right there. And now you'll see it start to come together here as I pick up one more 11-0 and one more SuperDuo. And I'm just going to go back the other way, but now I'm going to go through this 11-0 here and up. And now I'm going to go through the next SuperDuo that's right there. And you'll start to see them come together. Just like so. So again, you just repeat, pick up an 11-0 and a SuperDuo, go through that 11-0, making sure that you're only going through one bead at a time. It'll make this much easier on yourself. And now I'm going to go through the next SuperDuo and sort of bring that nice and tight together. One 11-0, one SuperDuo, go through that next 11-0, and go through that next SuperDuo. So you can see how that sort of second row is developing there. Sort of wiggle my thread around. And again, you're just going to repeat by picking up one 11-0 and one more SuperDuo, going through that last 11-0. And this is that turnaround again. And all you're going to do is create a little thread bridge and go through that SuperDuo. That's right there. So let me do one more row, and I'll do it a little bit quicker this time, so just follow along. 11-0, SuperDuo, through the 11-0, through the SuperDuo, pull tight, one 11-0, one SuperDuo, through the 11-0, and again, you want to make sure those don't twist around, through the SuperDuo, one 11-0, one SuperDuo, through the 11-0, and through the SuperDuo. Let me show you that turnaround one more time. 11-0, SuperDuo, down through the 11-0, and up through the SuperDuo. I'm making sure not to catch that thread in there. So that's it. So you just continue the pattern of picking up one 11-0 and one SuperDuo and just keep weaving back and forth. And you'll eventually come with something that is very similar to this. And again, you can sort of decide on which pattern. You can use all one color. You can use beautiful contrasting colors. You can do rows. It is entirely up to you. This is a really fun technique. And I just want to show you on my example here. Move that out of the way for a moment. On my example here, I have added a tube clasp, and all I've done is I've just found the middle points there, and I've just added one bead, gone up through a loop, added another bead, and come down and thread it along. So all you have to do when adding a clasp is really just follow along your thread path, and you'll be able to add a clasp very easily. And that sort of allows you to add whichever clasp you feel is right for your project. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find this full tutorial and many more videos at Beadaholique.com.